People who don't work normal 35-40 hours per week jobs and don't have to go to the workplace to work, like freelance and home-based workers, but are making more than enough money. What do you do? How did you get there? What's your daily routine like? And how satisfied are you? Used to work as a traveling aircraft mechanic in very remote and isolated place for a unique company. I took commercial private military aircraft to get to work locations like glaciers, etc., and worked 3 weeks to 6 months at a time depending on contract requirements. Daily routine changed every day depending on what was going on, but I usually worked from 1 to 3 hours in the morning and from 2 or 3 hours in the evening. It was a very satisfying job and a great experience, but the home life suffered greatly because of it. I do work 40 hours a week, but I get to choose where I work, from home, my office, Florida, whatever. I'm a data manager for a small furniture company that sells on Amazon and the other large online retailers. I update the product pages and make sure the customer aren't confused about what they are buying. I make over 4 times what I did as an overnight security guard. Tell you the truth, I have no idea how I got this job. Half the time I don't know what I'm doing, and people tell me I'm doing a great job all the time. Fake it till you make it, folks. I'm a crop farmer that lives on the farm, so technically I do work at home. The hours depend on the time of the year. I work around 80-100 hours a week during planting and harvesting season, 40-50 hours a week during the summer, and less than 20 hours a week during the winter. Farming is difficult to get into though, at least for a cash grain operation in the Corn Belt. A person basically has to be born into it anymore or become a business partner with an established grower. When I was 17, I learned about all the chemicals in different light bulbs, like mercury phosphorus powder, the danger of all these lights, and that in 1996 there was not a single place to recycle them. I made a system that can break down the various components and outsource the materials for recycling. Fast forward 14 years, and we are now a government-funded company with hundreds of depots all around our province, collecting light bulbs for us to recycle. Started out working 65 hours work weeks, and now made the company to where I go in twice a month to chat with management and make sure everything is up to standards. I ran my own tattoo studio in Iraq, Kurdistan to be more precise, which is a lot more safe. Just came on a whim as an English teacher, and one thing led to another. As a Westerner, the non-English speaking locals are kind, but don't mess with me, and enough people want tattoos that I'm busy as all the time. I write questions for a game show. I work remotely, so I have to put in 40 hours from Monday morning to Sunday night, but I generally make it during normal working hours, because that's when all my friends are at work. Got super sick of being a pilot. I was never home, rotating shifts, super stressed all of the time. Now I'm an arborist. Half my day is spent driving from place to place, spraying fungicide on fruit trees and injecting pesticides into trees. I do some ascension, but that's rare. I do a lot of running and trimming, but it's relaxing and rewarding to see an immediate return on your work. 7 years ago, I quit my job as a PHP developer. I launched a few websites about baby names, a few websites with Q&A about celebrities, and I took the concept of UrbanDictionary.com and launched it in other languages. Some of the websites get a decent amount of traffic, in total around 4 million visitors a month. And now I have a passive income through advertising income, mostly Google AdSense. My daily routine is trying to fill up my time with hobbies, sometimes a little bit work. I moved from the Netherlands to Cambodia. I miss the colleagues, but not the 9-5 working hours working for someone else. How satisfied am I? Not super satisfied. Not working has quickly become normal, and I don't know what to do with my free time. All my time is free time. I can just have passionate hobbies 24/7. My father finished agronomy engineering, stopped working with our land. We don't have much, but we have more than enough. He sold all our tractors, etc., and invested in beekeeping. Beekeeping is ideal job if you are lazy and have some land to put bees there. We work 5 months a year, 4 or 5 hours a day, while other 7 months are preparations for season, and we work 2-3 hours a day if we are not too lazy. I'm quite satisfied with this job since I'm not too ambitious about studies and school, but still can make progress and make more money every year. I'm 17 years old. I work on boats. I more or less work out of my house garage. My garage is my shop. I live in a city with a ton of boats and there is no shortage of boats to work on. My routine is I get around 5:30, go for a 2-mile walk or a 5-mile bike ride, have some breakfast, shower, shave, and go work on a boat by 7:30. I tend to wrap up actual work around noonish, but the rest of the day I might be running around getting parts or just talking with people. How did you fall into this line of work? I liked boats, went to school for marine engines, got certified, then went out and tried to get a job and saw what all the dealers and marina were paying and said no thanks and started doing it on my own instead. Flight attendant, usually have from 10 to 20 days of a month. Can you elaborate on things like pay, schedules, etc.? I get $3,000 per month on average. No income tax. My accommodation and transportation is paid for, and on my layovers in other countries they provide 4 5-star hotels for us with an envelope of spending money. In Manchester now and was given £60 for a 24 hours layover. That much time off sounds nice, but the long days and rude passengers can't be much fun. As a full-time retail employee, this thread is super depressing. I believe in you. I do subcontracting for demolition, countertops, siding, roofing, landscaping, tree removal, etc. I started just a few months ago with minimal experience, but know a couple guys who flip houses. I bought a truck and about 500 in tools to start and keep buying more as I go, so I can get more projects. Daily I wake up at 4 AM, get ready, and usually get in an 8-10 hour day. On weekends I usually still put in half days. I generally make between 20-30 per hour depending on project. Extremely satisfied with this. I have minimal bills and usually make enough on 1 week to pay a month's worth. I get to pick what jobs I do, my hours and when I work, and oftentimes can bring my dog with me. I own a dog training business and I love it. The money is about 3 times what I made at any other job, but the most valuable part is being self-employed and setting your own schedule. I take off all the time for 2 4-day fishing trips or other vacations. Not me, but my wife is a therapist. She has her Master of Social Work and licensed clinical social worker. People hear degree for social work, and at them she gets paid $30K per year and has a stressful job. She charges $140 per hour. That's on the low end for private therapist in my location. Don't get me wrong, she's a damn good at what she does, but damn, I wish I could work 15 hours a week and make 6 figures. Of course, the reality is between advertising, patient notes, and preparation. She is more like 20-25 hours a week. Accountant, consultant. I tend to work more than 40 hours, sometimes I don't. I work from home 95% of the time. I'm not a CPA. I decided to not go within the public sector. And no, I'm not doing anyone's taxes. I got here by working at several different accounting jobs over the last 7 years, until I found a company that is based in New Jersey, but pretty much work through Skype, Outlook, and the phone with clients. I get lucky. My daily routine: I get up in the morning, usually a bit of Reddit and breakfast, shower, and after 8:30 AM or 9, I'm online and working on my laptop. If I have downtime, I'm on Reddit, or doing some house chores, or watch some TV, or play some games. I don't have a set lunch hour, obviously. Some days I'll finish at 7 PM, some days I'm done by 1 PM. It just depends on the workflow. Very satisfied. For years, I've hated that I had to sit at a desk from 8 to 5 and had to take a lunch hour. It just seemed like a waste of my own efficiency when I could be doing better things with my time, and now I do. My wife and I run a small beach hotel for our primary business, but I also do freelance writing on the side. I don't do it full time, but theoretically I could. I make about $40 per hour, give or take, depending on the project. I'm a nanny in wealthy London neighborhood. I've done this 10 years and don't really enjoy it anymore, but I make more money than most of my contemporaries, even those who graduated. I dropped out at 16. I only work afternoons. I wear whatever I want. I choose what we do. Can just chill and read a book in the park all day when it's nice while they play, and I eat most of my meals there for free. Not the most rewarding or interesting job in the world, but pretty chill and great money. Edit: I'm freelance and have my own place. I'm a writer. I support my entire family through my writing. Husband is stay-at-home dad. Even though I'm also at home, just working, I write novels. It took me 10 solid years, writing a novel a year, before one sold, and that one has led to a career of writing. It was hard, and I often felt like giving up, mostly because I had 10 years and 10 novels that were rejected, adding up to about 1,000 rejections. 1,000 times someone told me no, I wasn't good enough, but that eats at you. Now though, I have my dream job. My entire family is with me all day. My kid is going to have a kick life. I write when I want to, but I make myself want to a lot. My daily schedule depends on my deadlines and my home life. I can take a month off and deal with family if I need to. I can lock myself in my office and write all day if I need to. I do well with deadlines and working in big bursts, so it works well for us. Basically, I'm literally living my dream. Thanks a lot for watching, and don't forget to watch other videos.